Welcome back everyone to another episode of Bill Hannah Baking. Today we'll make a delicious chewy fudgy brownie. Let's get started. You're gonna need 8 ounces of chocolate, chips or chunks. I recommend a mix of semi-sweet or dark chocolate here, but you can do whatever you want. 3/4 cups of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of coffee or espresso powder. Make sure this is powder, not ground beans. 1 1/4 cups of unsalted butter. You're gonna get this pretty warm and melted. 1 1/2 cups of granulated white sugar. 1 cup of brown sugar. There are different types of brown sugar, but I like to get the type that's a bit darker and has a bit of that wet texture to it. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of salt, 6 eggs, 1 cup of flour. I like to do half and half between bread flour and all-purpose flour. The reason why I use bread flour is it allows for that extra chewiness in the brownie. If you had a chance to watch my cookie video, you'll notice I made the same reference to bread flour. Again, the protein in the bread flour adds chewiness to the end result. Who can deny a chewy brownie? I can't wait to get my hands on these brownies. Now we're going to preheat our ovens to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to be using a 9x13 baking pan that's lined with parchment paper. Flip the baking pan upside down and get a piece of parchment paper that's going to overhang the edges by about 2 inches. Then make a diagonal cut at each corner to just inside that corner of the pan. Prep the pan by buttering it. This is just so the parchment paper doesn't move around. And put in the parchment paper. Now butter your parchment paper and make sure you get good coverage across the entire pan as well as up the sides. Put that to the side and it's time to work on our brownie batter. In a large bowl, combine chocolate chips, cocoa powder, espresso powder, and warm melted butter together. You're going to mix this thoroughly and put it to the side. Now add the white sugar, brown sugar, vanilla extract, and salt together and whisk that thoroughly as well. Make sure to mix. Then whisk in the eggs individually. Now, very thoroughly mix this, and I mean like 5 minutes of whisking. This is pretty much a workout in preparation for eating brownies. If you got a stand mixer or a hand mixer, you can use that as well here. The goal of whisking it here thoroughly is to incorporate some air into the batter. That's going to give your brownie a little bit of volume. Now Now, if you don't want too much volume in your brownie, you can reduce the amount of time you're mixing, but ultimately just make sure your ingredients are still well incorporated. You can use this time to add in any chocolate chips or any nuts if you want it to go into the batter of the brownie. Then sift in some flour and slowly fold it in using something like a spatula. Pour your mixture into the pan and make sure to level it out so it bakes evenly. You can add toppings here, or you'll get one more chance to add some toppings later on. Because it's a treat for home, obviously I gotta lick a bit of the batter. Now just put in your brownie mixture into the oven that should be preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. After about 20 minutes, take out the pan and slam it on the counter like you should be slamming the like button on this video. This process allows the batter to level out a bit. You can also use this time to add more toppings to your brownies. Put back into the oven for another 20 minutes. And that's it, your brownie should be done by now. You can use the toothpick test to check your brownie mixture and make sure it's done, but unlike cake, it's okay to have some remnants of the brownie on the toothpick. It'll be a little bit of a fudgier brownie. If you thought this brownie tasted good, check out some of my other recipes as well. Like and subscribe for more videos coming in the future, and let me know in the comments what you want me to bake. See you when I see ya.